playoffs, and much more are on the way. Now let's go live courtside with the voice of Liberty Lady Flames basketball, Jamie Hall.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee, where the Lady Flames are getting set to take on historic powerhouse, the Lady Vols. Tennessee 3-0 on the season, Liberty 2-1. These two teams are matching up for the fourth time. Our Aqua Pro Series recap looks like this. Tennessee, a 3-0 advantage. The squads played last year in Liberty Arena. At the time, it was the largest crowd ever for a women's basketball game in Liberty Arena. That's been surpassed by this year's game against Duke. And in that game, Tennessee won 90-55. The other two meetings go to the NCAA tournament back in 2018, a 160 win here in this building, and then all the way back to 1998 when both squads came into the NCAAs undefeated. Liberty as a 16 seed, Tennessee as the eventual national champions as a 1 seed, and Tennessee won there 102-58. This Tennessee squad was picked 7th out of 16 teams in the SEC. They finished 10-6 and 20-13 overall last year, but that got Kelly Harper fired. That's just how high the standards are here at the University of Tennessee for women's basketball. And so now bring in Kim Caldwell, her first season here at Tennessee, her 9th season as a head coach. 220 wins, only 31 losses. She coached 1 year at Marshall. Previous to that, she had a national championship run with Glenville State and has gotten the Vols off to a 3-0 start this year. They beat Samford 101-53 to begin the season, UT Martin 90-50, and then most recently took out MTSU in this building earlier in the week, 89-75. They were a plus 13 in rebounds in that game, plus 8 in turnovers, and a plus 22 in shots taken, and that's a theme with this Volunteer squad. They're getting 19 steals a game, and they're forcing 30 turnovers. They're shooting twice as many threes as their opponent, only hitting a little under 30%, 29.6%, but the volume is there, and they're a plus 27 as far as shots taken per game. So they're getting more possessions, way more possessions than their opponent. Last year's Lady Vol star, Rakia Jackson, had 21 points against Liberty, and she's now playing in the WNBA for the LA Sparks. Was a first-round draft pick. On the flip side, the Lady Flames, they beat Valpo in their opening game of the year, 77-58, then lost to Duke 83-67. Most recently, a week ago, beat Cal Baptist 72-44. That matches out to the 2-1 record for Liberty. In that Cal Baptist game, the Flames outshot the Lancers 40% to 29%. Also were a plus 19 in rebounds and had 16 more second chance points and 12 more points at the free throw line. That was what led to the victory for the Lady Flames against Cal Baptist. Our Foster Fuels Who's Hot is Asia Boone coming in. 16 points against Cal Baptist, 15 against Duke. Led the Lady Flames in both of those games in scoring. And our Alcova Mortgage keys to the game. Coach Green will talk about that a little bit more when we hear from him coming up in the next segment. But it's got to be crash the glass, because this is a Tennessee team that out-rebounds opponents by 13. The Flames are a plus 9, a little over that on the year. That's going to be the kind of the key. Who has their will on the glass and gets those second chance opportunities that Coach Caldwell and Coach Green so covet. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll continue on with our pregame show, brought to you by Segra. Have the thoughts of head coach Kerry Green right after this on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at gentrylock.com.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carilion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic? 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
You're listening to Liberty Basketball and the Lady Flames Tip-Off Show from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Our pregame coverage continues with the thoughts of head coach Kerry Green, presented by Earthright Mid-Atlantic. Once again, here's Jamie Hall.
Well, Coach, it's kind of like churches have homecoming week and colleges have homecoming week, and everybody comes back from all around the country to descend back on their home, and it's kind of homecoming week for you and I. That's not too far from our old stomping grounds and high school. Of course, you spent a lot of time in East Tennessee. I basically was just high school, but I see you walking around the building, and there seems like there's a lot of familiar faces.
Yeah, I've got a mom here. She's turning 90 next week, and I've got brothers. I got my two children, Brian and Angie here, and a couple grandchildren here, and then high school players that I had coached, and high school teammate that came in. So it's great just to see those families and see their faces and just reflect back. And I got my master's degree from University of Tennessee, and maybe a claim to fame only a few people would know. I would sneak over when I was in high school to come over and play ball, pickup ball, on campus here until I got thrown out several times. But that happened. But claim to fame, yes, I got up and down the floor with the Hall of Famer Bernard King. Got to play a little pickup with Bernard, and it's just good to come back and have our team here playing against a great tradition, and have the opportunity to compete and win and honor God with our skills and sets He gave us. I mean, that part is exciting. And give Him my very best to honor Him and glorify Him.
I don't want to, tell your age, but I don't think this building existed at that point. I think you were in Stokely, if I remember
Stokely.
right. Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
The old, which had a lot of history to it as well. I mean,
Yep.
Now this building's old enough that it's got a lot of history. And when you walk into a place, and there's going to be obviously a good crowd today. They always put 9, 10, 11,000 folks in here for just about any game. You're going to have that intimidating factor, but your teams have played in some tough environments before.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're going to be hated here, but loved by Jesus, so we're okay. Audience have won, and we'll just see what we're made of. And, I'll probably use some timeouts if we're not in a good mind space, and that's part of the game. And it's only a game. And we have this wonderful opportunity, again, to glorify God with our efforts, and I believe in our team. We've been practicing hard. We just got to go out and make it happen and earn it.
What's it going to take to beat this Tennessee team that forces a lot of turnovers?
There's going to be a lot. We got to handle their pressure. We got to rebound because they rebound like crazy. They try to get 20 more shots, pressure you, double team you. Just handle pressure and make some shots. At the end of the day, you score more points, you win. It's over with.
Easy enough. All right, Coach, we hope you score more points today.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks for your time. That was head coach Kerry Green. We'll be back with the relevant law tip after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tub, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPros 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local buyer.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank and Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank and Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank and Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Fostering warm moments for 100 years, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services throughout Central Virginia and surrounding areas. From propane to fireplaces and tank installs to tankless water heaters, Foster does it all. Visit fosterfuels.com or download the app to order fuel, pay your bill, and more. Get the customer service you deserve and turn up the heat with Foster Fuels and the Liberty Flames.
This broadcast of Liberty Lady Flames basketball is authorized under rights granted by Liberty University to Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and is intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and Liberty University Athletics. The announcers are selected by the Liberty Flames Sports Network and approved by Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment. It's game time. Live radio play-by-play coverage of Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network is brought to you by Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. Carter Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. And by Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Now let's go courtside for the call of the game. Here's Jamie Hall.
And welcome back into Food City Center at Thompson Bowling Arena. The Summit, that's the name of the court, after legendary head coach Pat Summitt. Lady Flames and Tennessee getting ready to do battle. They've got a pretty exciting bit of pregame festivities. They got a couple of flamethrowers, and then they've got Smokey in the middle. He's on a pedestal that has fog coming up from each side of him, and the dancers and cheerleaders are all getting the crowd hyped up, and already a pretty good crowd on hand. The lower bowl is probably, I'd say, 2/3 full at this point, and a few folks up in the upper deck. So they've been averaging just under 10,000 fans a game, and they haven't really had a marquee team on the home slate yet. So I imagine that number is going to go up, especially once they get into Southeastern Conference play. Tennessee 3-0 on the year. Liberty is 2-1. Starters are being announced. Let's pass those along to you. First for Tennessee and their head coach Kim Caldwell. In her first season, Sarah Puckett wears 1. She's a 6'2" senior from Muscle Shoals, Alabama, not far from North Alabama, where the Flames used to play in the A-Sun. She had 13 against MTSU, only 1-9 last year in the game against Liberty. Ruby Whitehorn wears 2, 6-foot-tall junior from Detroit, Michigan, by way of Clemson. Whitehorn averaging a little over 12 points and just under 9 rebounds a game. Samara Spencer wears number 7, 5'7" senior from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She started off her career at Arkansas, had 17 points against MTSU earlier in the week. Tess Darby, 2 of the Darby sisters. Her sister Edie has not played this year, but Tess, 6'1", graduate student from Greenfield, Tennessee, had 18 against the Flames last season. She's averaging just under 10. And Taleza Cooper wears 55, a 6-foot-tall redshirt sophomore from Tuberville, South Carolina. 14.5 points, 6.5 rebounds for Cooper. For the Lady Flames and their head coach Kerry Green in his 26th season, Jordan Hodges will run the point, 5'6" senior from Richmond, Virginia. Asia Boone, number 12. Hodges, number 0, I should say. Asia Boone, number 12, 5'8", sophomore from San Diego, California. Had 16 points team high against Cal Baptist. Elizabeth Ayestadish, she wears number 21, 6'2", sophomore from Iceland. Leads the team at 7.7 rebounds a game. Emma Hess, number 23, 6-foot-tall senior from Beaver Creek, Ohio. Had a team high 12 against Tennessee last season. And Bella Smuda, number 31, 6'6" redshirt senior from Exton, Pennsylvania. Struggled a little bit against Tennessee last year, 3 of 12 from the field, 6 points, but did have 9 rebounds. And the interesting thing about Bella, only 2 free throws taken through 3 completed games this season. That's a little bit of a surprise. Flames in the red uniforms, baby blue numbers, Tennessee in the home whites with the orange numbers and the checkerboard down the side. Liberty wins the opening tip, and they've got the first possession of the game, going from left to right. Goes far side to Ayestadish. Now on the near wing to Boone. Boone's going to take a three-pointer. It is off the mark. Air ball out of bounds. Tennessee will have possession. 24 seconds into the game. The Tennessee faithful, half-clad in orange, half-clad in the Lady Vol baby blue, are on their feet, waiting the first basket of the game for their home team. On the far side, Cooper's going to try to make that first basket. She does. Three-pointer right wing gives Tennessee a 3-0 lead. Mentioned that they shoot twice as many three-pointers as their opponents. Very high volume. Liberty with the basketball. Boone at the top of the arc, going to try to drive into the paint. She fumbled it out of bounds. That's another thing. That was an unforced turnover, but Tennessee forces a lot of turnovers as well. Opponents are giving the ball away 30 times per game through the first 3 games. 19 steals on average for the Lady Vols. Tennessee's got the basketball. They go from right to left. Whitehorn to the top of the arc. Spencer now near wing. Puckett for three. Got it. Back-to-back three-pointers for Tennessee, and they lead 6-0. Pressure in the backcourt. Liberty's able to slip a pass through to Ayestadis. She drives all the way the length of the court, but missed the lay-in on the left side. Rebound Tennessee. Down to Spencer. Spencer on the near wing. Whitehorn, crossover dribble, has it knocked loose, gets it back, pokes it over to Puckett. Puckett's contested three-pointer is off the mark, and Ayestadis gets the rebound for Liberty. Now to Hodges, and Hodges will give it back over on the far wing to Ayestadis. She gets across just in time before the 10-second timer. Cross-court pass to Hess. Hess now to Hodges. Hodges for three, too strong. Hits the rim a couple of times, comes down into the hands of Cooper for Tennessee. She runs down court on Boone, and a blocking foul will be called against Asia. First whistle of the game so far. Asia Boone picks up the personal, and it will be Tennessee's basketball on the inbound. They inbound on the baseline. 7:52 to go here in the first quarter. 25 seconds on the clock. Darby gets the inbounds. It comes around to Boyd, who had just checked in. Quick substitution for Tennessee. In the middle, Cooper. Cooper's turnaround shot falls in from about 10. Tennessee is up by 8. They've scored the first 8 points of this game, and now they pressure. Liberty breaks through that pressure, gets it to Hess. Hess with a high dribble. Smuda. Smuda back to Hess. Hess's three-pointer's off the mark. Hodges, a nice play to keep it alive. She pokes the ball over to Ayestadis, and Liberty will reset down to Smuda. Smuda works her way to the hoop. Shot falls, foul called, and Bella Smuda will go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. Talking about Bella not getting a lot of free throw attempts this season, only 2. This will be her 3rd. We're now in our 4th game. Flames get their first points, and Bella's free throw is good. Right, 8-3, Tennessee with the lead. Tennessee back on offense. They're going to go back into the middle to Cooper. Cooper missed, though. Flames defended well. Cooper was wanting the foul. She doesn't get. Liberty will have to fight through some pressure. Emma Hess does it by herself. Hands off to Boone, and Boone's fouled at the top of the arc by Cooper. Actually, not just the top of the arc, about 30 feet out. Tennessee pressuring, trying to trap. They like to run line changes. We saw Puckett already come out of the game for Boyd. Now an entirely new unit with Puckett involved in it will come in for the Lady Vols. Liberty also not against the concept of bringing in a fresh 5. We certainly saw that a couple seasons ago. The entire second unit would usually come in as one group, but now it's a little bit more spaced out as the Flames will try to drive on the far side, but Ayestadis' layup is too strong. Tennessee with the board. They go back on the interior to Puckett. Puckett fades over Hess. That's a tough shot. She got it to fall. Not much more you could do defensively. It's 10-3 Tennessee. 6:20 to go, first quarter. Hodges on the drive. Her floater's off the mark. The rebound flips off of a couple of hands, and it's out of bounds. Looked like it last touched Liberty. The official on the baseline pointed the wrong way. Now they've sorted it out. It went off of Elizabeth last. So the Flames will have to fall back on defense, trailing by 7. On the far wing, Spear. Spear's three-pointer is good. And again, Tennessee doesn't shoot a particularly high percentage from 3. They just take a very high volume of three-pointers. We're going to get another foul called against the Lady Vols. It'll be against Spear. Spear, a 31% shooter on the year. That's her 9th made three-pointer. Again, Tennessee hitting just under 30% from 3. but they're taking twice as many three-pointers as their opponents. Flames will make a substitution. Asia Boone will come out. We see Avery Mills for the first time today. Mills on the near wing. Also see Peen Steenbergen. She'll take the basketball and again give up top to Hodges. Hodges lost the handle, regains it, dribbles off of a screen, passes to Hess. Hess with 9 seconds to shoot, goes into Smuda. Smuda spins baseline and had her shot maybe partially blocked. Rebound Tennessee. Back the other way on the attack is Spencer, and she is fouled. Hodges is called for the personal foul. Some free throws for Tennessee ahead as we approach the midway point of this first quarter. Reset the lineup for you here in just a moment. First free throw by Spencer is good. Second one is off the mark. Smuda with the rebound. She's out there with Hodges, Steenbergen, Hess, and Mills. Backcourt pressure. Hodges picks up the dribble but finds Hess now in the corner to Mills. Mills dumps it underneath to Smuda. Smuda rushed the shot just a little bit. Puts too much on it, and Tennessee gets the rebound. Three-pointer on the far side of the court by Tess Darby is good, and we're going to have a foul against the Flames on the near side of the court. Tennessee will make the three and take a 17-3 lead, and they'll also have the basketball when we return because of the foul against the Lady Flames. So not the best of starts for Liberty here in hostile territory in Knoxville. Lady Flames trailing by 14. We'll take a break and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Are your feet preventing you from living life? Hi, I'm Jonathan Cotton, and you may have heard my Good Feet story, how I love my arch supports so much that I bought the store. Since then, thousands of customers have found relief from foot, knee, and back pain. I love to hear their stories of walking, running, and just enjoying their new life pain-free. Don't let foot, knee, or back pain keep you from living the life you love. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
Now back to Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
It's all Tennessee to begin this basketball game. Lady Vols on top of the Lady Flames 17-3 with 4:59 to go in the first quarter. A free throw ahead for Tennessee. They're shooting 75% from the field, 6 of 8. Liberty 1 of 9 to begin the game, 0 of 3 from behind the arc. Only points so far for Liberty, a three-point play by Bella Smuda. Liberty has the same lineup that we saw going into the timeout. Steenbergen, Smuda, Mills, Hodges, and Hess. Tennessee with, it's actually not free throws for Tennessee. It was they made a three-pointer. There was a foul, but They're not in the bonus yet, so it'll actually be just possession for the Volunteers as the inbound pass comes to Cooper. She'll dump it underneath the Hollingshed, and Hollingshed gets an easy layup, a post-to-post pass. Puts Tennessee on top 19-3.
Look!
Peen with the basketball down low for the Flames. She spins into the orange paint, but took an extra step in the process. Liberty turnover. Turnovers is something that Tennessee forces a lot of so far in this game. 2 for Liberty and none for the Volunteers. Lady Vols are forcing 30 turnovers per contest. Puckett with the ball on the far wing. Now comes near side to Spencer. Spencer wears number 7. She dishes outside to 11. That's ironic. That's Spearman. And Spearman's shot pops out, but offensive rebound will reset things. Spear into the paint. She goes up with the left hand, but comes up short, and the Flames get the rebound. Back the other way, Jordan Hodges. Hodges will pull from just inside the arc and hit. So Jordan ends an 11-0 run, but quick transition the other end equals that out. An easy 2 for Puckett, and the Vols lead 21-5. Avery Mills with the basketball, and she's tripped up. Foul call goes. Well, I thought I saw the official signal 2-5. There is no 2-5. So what did she, you know what? I've got to get used to the fact that you can't just look at the officials' hands anymore, because they're going to have to use their hands twice, because you've got numbers other than 0 to 5. You've got 6s and 7s and 8s and 9s now. Smoota with the basketball. She works her way on the far side of the lane, now to the near, and tries to draw a foul. The shot goes astray, and Tennessee gets the rebound. Whitehorn, well, I should say Whitehorn, near side to Spear. Her three-pointer just grazes the rim, and Ayastadish gets the rebound for Liberty. She checks in for Steenbergen, up court to Boone. Boone's three-pointer is short. Tennessee gets the rebound. Up court pass to Whitehorn. She actually steps into a double team, has her shot swatted away by Smoota, and the Flames get the rebound. Her own teammate got in her way, and that kept her from having an easy layup. She had to kind of go in a different direction, and it went right into Smoota. Back the other way, Anna Badoza, who has just checked into the game for the first time, hesitates, penetrates, and finishes. Nice move by Anna. Liberty's cut the lead down to the football score 21-7, but as I say that, Ruby Whitehorn abuses the far side of the defense and gets an easy layup. Mills on the drive for Liberty, takes it into the paint and draws the foul. Avery Mills, the Flames freshman guard, will get a couple of free throws. I mentioned that we had that football score of 21-7 a moment ago. Liberty football team is just underway. We'll get you some scores as the game goes along. Playing Massachusetts. And the Tennessee football team has it's kind of a mediocre matchup a little bit later on tonight in Athens, Georgia. With probably a college football playoff on the line. Mills misses the first free throw. Georgia certainly would knock themselves out of the college football playoff if they lose, and Tennessee would put themselves in a tough spot with 2 losses and a bunch of 2-loss SEC teams. I would think that might be a kind of a play-in game to the playoffs, as Mills hits the second free throw, and then Tennessee throws the ball away, which leads Mills to an open three-pointer, but it's an air ball out of bounds to the Lady Vols. You can see maybe the environment, maybe the atmosphere, maybe the circumstances. The Flames just haven't settled in yet. A couple of players that are very good three-point shooters, Asia Boone and Avery Mills, have both shot air balls in the game so far. Tennessee on the drive, taking it to the hoop is Boyd. She missed the shot. Liberty with the board. Up court to Boone. Boone open for three. Boom. Nothing but net for Asia Boone. We saw Liberty fall behind to Duke as well in the first quarter, and were able to make a strong comeback, get back into that game by halftime. You cannot let your guard down, as the Flames just did. Cooper takes it inside and scores very quickly in the shot clock to make it 25-11. Liberty with the ball up top. Ayestadish. Bedoza with 7 seconds to shoot. Now to Howard. Howard up top to Mills. 1 on the shot clock. She pulls and rattles it home from the free throw line. 25-13. Balls with the basketball. Taking it in is Cooper. And Cooper is fouled by Asia Boone. Boone's asking for an explanation. That's tough. That was tough, especially considering that is Asia's second personal foul. She was in a pretty good guarding position. I feel like that's probably play on about 80% of the time. But in this spot, it's a big foul against the Flames, as Boone will have to check out. And on the inbounds, a three-pointer from Spearman will put the balls up 28-13, and then Liberty with a turnover on the ensuing inbounds. The third turnover for the Flames. Tennessee with 1. 49.8 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lady Vols with the basketball. Spencer, far side, Whitehorn. She drives and floats one over the top of Emily Howard for a 2. 17-point lead for the Lady Vols. Flames break through some pressure, get it down court. Pass underneath to Howard. She missed the shot, got her own rebound, and she fights it back and then draws a foul. Nice play by Elizabeth Ayestadish to get that to Howard. Howard kind of had to fight to get the shot up, missed, but then fought even more to scrap the rebound back, and she'll get a couple of free throws out of it. 3 of 4 on the year. Emily averaging just under 4 points and 3 rebounds a game. For every free throw the Lady Flames make this season, Food Line will donate 100 meals to local area food banks through the Food Line Feeds Score to Give More campaign. Emily makes the first and makes the second. It is 30-15 with 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. Quick 2-point shot by Cooper. They could have held for the final shot as the clock was off, but they don't. And now Liberty will have 6 seconds to try to answer, trailing by 17. A steal by Whitehorn, and she lays it in at the buzzer. So that worked out well for Tennessee. They took a quick shot instead of waiting for the final, but then were able to steal a pass and turn that into a 4-point final segment for the Lady Vols. They head in to the quarter break with their largest lead of the game so far, up 34-15. Does seem as if they're going to take a look to make sure that shot got off in time, but it certainly looked like it. Officials are at the monitor, but I think we're going to just confirm what we already know, that the score going into the break is a 19-point Lady Vol lead. We'll take a break as well and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haleys.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Curious about the housing market in Central Virginia? The caring, competent, trusted advisors at Carl Miller Realty have over 100 years of combined experience. We are committed to helping clients make informed housing decisions. For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit carlmillerrealty.com to make your next move a slam dunk with our winning team. That's carlmillerrealty.com.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank & Trust game at a glance.
Well, not a game that the Lady Flames fans want to glance at too much. It's not been a particularly good start for Liberty. They've given up 34 points in the first quarter. I'm not the best of mathematicians. So what is that? That's 136 on pace. Tennessee's on pace for 136 points. Lady Vols are 14 of 21 from the field, including 5 of 7 from 3. Lady Flames 5 of 17 from the field, 29%, and 1 of 6 from 3. Tennessee with the basketball as we start the second quarter. On the far side goes to Puckett. Now up top to Whitehorn. Whitehorn will drive and banks it in. That's a tough shot. She had to go over the top of Brooke Moore. Still able to score. Tennessee continues to shoot lights out. Liberty tries to answer back up court. They get it inside to Emily Howard off of a nice feed from Elizabeth Ayestadish. Howard lays it in. Well run offense. Broke the pressure, but you got to get back on D. And now the other end, Talasia Cooper muscles her way into the paint and scores. (38-17) Tennessee. They kick the basketball. So Liberty will have a fresh 10 seconds to get it across half court, inbounding in the back. Just underway in the second quarter. Ayestadish down to Moore. She's open for 3 near wing. Boom. Brooke Moore with a three-pointer right as she came in the game. First minute of action. She has 3. Tennessee with the basketball. Puckett dives to the hoop, has her shot swatted down by Howard, and the Flames come away with the hoop, or with the basketball, I should say. Stopping the hoop, down court to Hess. Hess's three-pointer, nothing. Well, a little rim, but good. And Tennessee has given up back-to-back three-pointers to the Lady Flames after they'd done a very good job defending Liberty's transition. Not the last 2 times down the court. Cooper will try to answer. Her three's off to the right. The rebound is tipped out of bounds to Liberty. (38-23) Lady Vols. Liberty with the basketball. After it went out of bounds, Flames will put it back in play on the baseline. Ayestadish. Off to Hodges. Hodges, some fancy dribbles to get it across half court. A bullet pass into Smuda, who had just checked back into the game. She has to kick back outside to Hodges. Hodges surveys the defense, double team, to Moore. Moore, a bullet pass into Smuda, and she just couldn't quite get her paws on it. If she would have, there would have been an open layup for Liberty, but instead Tennessee will get the ball back off the turnover. Boyd over to Whitehorn, and Whitehorn kisses it off the glass as she was fading out of bounds. 40-23 Tennessee. Hodges tries a hook pass inside. It's deflected and stolen away. Back the other end is Spearman. Cross court to Puckett. Puckett for three, no. But an offensive rebound and stick back from Strickland, and Coach Kerry Green's going to call a timeout. Tennessee has pushed it out to a 19-point lead with 7:26 to go in the second quarter. And we will take a break as well. It'll be Liberty basketball when we return on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
When it was time for my family and I to buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter, at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
Flames Nation, Liberty football returns to Williams Stadium in Lynchburg. Saturday, November 23rd, see Liberty take on Western Kentucky in a critical Conference USA clash. Kickoffs at 1 p.m., gates open at 11:30 a.m. It's Military Appreciation Day, and the first 4,000 fans will get a Liberty military cap. Enjoy a special halftime show as we salute our nation's armed forces. Liberty football versus Western Kentucky, November 23rd in Lynchburg. Tickets at lufootball.com.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Well, it's all Tennessee. They lead Liberty 42-23 as we sit here in the second quarter with 7:26 to go. Statistically, Flames now with 6 turnovers, Tennessee with only 1. Liberty's held their own in rebounding. 12-11 Lady Vols. Only 2 offensive boards for Tennessee, so you'd say, well, Flames done a pretty good job in that regard. But Tennessee hasn't missed very many shots. They've only had 10 misses to try to get offensive rebounds, and they've gotten 2 of those. They're 18 of 28 from the field, 64%. Liberty is starting to heat up. They're up to 40%, 8 of 20, and 3 of 8 from 3. Cooper's 13 leads all players. Flame scoring is spread out pretty good. Emily Howard with 4. Several players with at least 1 basket. Asia Boone is on the bench for the Flames because of 2 personal fouls. Liberty with the basketball as we get back underway. Taking it down court is Hodges. She goes strong to the hoop. Some contact, no call either way. The shot's off the mark. Tennessee with the rebound. They run it down court for a quick attempt. Cooper again. Off the mark, but it does go off of a Lady Flame and out of bounds. So Liberty will have to stay on defense. 20 seconds to shoot, 7:08 to go second quarter. 42-23 Tennessee. Lady Vols have led by as many as 21. They've got a 3-pointer open on the far wing. It's off the mark. The long rebound is out of bounds. Latham missed the shot. The Syracuse transfer. 9 total transfers on this Tennessee Vols squad. Steal up top. Darby picks it off. She brings down court and pulls up from 15, but missed, and the Flames get the rebound. Emma Hess has her pass deflected and stolen right back. Latham makes the lay-in. Moves it back out again to the largest lead that we've seen so far for the Lady Vols. They're up by 21. The Flames are going to have to take a timeout as they're trapped in the back court. Hodges was double teamed, picked up her dribble, and didn't have a teammate to help her, so the Flames have had to now call their second timeout of the game so far. 6:25 left in the second quarter. And just judging by this first half, this obviously is a very good Tennessee team, but if you had to compare Tennessee and Duke, a game that the Flames lost at home 83-67, but it was a 2-point game at halftime. This Tennessee team, if they're hitting shots, certainly at the rate they're hitting at right now, they're going to win some big games in the SEC this year. The question is, are they going to be able to shoot at this percentage? Because coming into today, as a team, they were shooting 43%. Opponents were actually shooting better than them, 44. And right at 30% from three was Tennessee's number. Flames break through the pressure with a long pass over the top. We've got a problem with the shot clock. It didn't turn on. So Flames will have to inbound again. Hess, Ayestadish, Hodges, and Smuda, all starters, and Brooke Moore is the one reserve on the court right now for Liberty. Hodges will inbound. Inbound pass, lobs to Ayestadish. She spins into the paint with the left hand. Off the bank, but off the mark. Rebound, Tennessee. Spencer back up court to Spear. Spear attacks and kicks back outside to Spearman. Spearman on Smuda, spins and missed. Rebound, Bella. Flames with the basketball. Moore to Hodges. Hodges in the corner to Hess. Hess for three, in and out. Rebound controlled by Tennessee. Tennessee's Spearman has her pass deflected, and the Flames get the steal. Ayestadish was able to knock it loose. Hodges down court. Running right-hander is off the back rim. Tennessee with the board. Lady Vols back on offense. Spear, her three in the far side corner is good. 47-23, the Lady Vols on top. Still shooting right at 60% for the game. Other end, taking it to the hoop is Hodges. This time it deadens off the back of the rim and falls in. Tennessee tries to throw a pass over the top to catch the Lady Flames sleeping. It went too far, but Puckett was able to just save it from going out of bounds off of a Lady Flame, and it'll stay with the Vols. 5:06 to go in the second quarter. 25 on the shot clock, and Tennessee leading 47-25. That 47-23 lead was the largest lead of the game so far. Asia Boone will come back into the game for Liberty. She's playing with a couple of personal fouls. Spear and Spencer each playing with two for Tennessee as well. Boyd kicks it near wing. The three-pointer from Hollingshed is good. She had not made a three-pointer so far this season. This Tennessee team, as they steal the inbound and get an easy deuce under the hoop by Boyd. And another steal for the Lady Vols after that inbounds. And a chance for a three-point play. Talasia Cooper lays it in. The Flames are just out of sorts. 3 possessions for Tennessee on this end of the court. Flames haven't been able to, let alone get it across the midcourt line. They haven't been able to get it past the Tennessee free throw line the last 2 attempts. see who that foul was against. If it was Asia Boone, that would be her third. The free throw is good, and it was against Asia Boone. So she was only back in for about 3 possessions and now has to come right back out. Flames struggle to get it across half court. They do, and Steenbergen has to bounce it off of a Lady Ball just to keep the possession alive. 55-25. Tennessee with the lead, and we still got 4 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the first half. Inbounds to Hess. Hess turns but missed. However, Smuda gets the rebound. Her putback is off the mark and she's fouled. Bella Smuda will shoot a couple of free throws. Trying to find some bright spots in the game. There's not been a lot so far, but the one positive is we have seen a little bit more aggressive-minded Flames post. They've been able to get to the free throw line some as Smuda hits the first free throw. Flames have actually taken more free throws than Tennessee. This will be number 6 and number 7. Flames have hit 5 or 6 so far. Smuda hits on both. Tennessee will attack out of the made free throw, and Cooper goes the length of the court, lays it in. So even after made baskets, Tennessee has been able to get easy points on the other end. 4:11 to go in the first half, second quarter. Liberty down by 30. Flames inbound to Steenbergen. Claudia Athene came in a moment ago, running the point to Steenbergen. Steenbergen goes down the length of the court, missed the shot, but Smuda's able to clean it up and score. 57-29, under 4 minutes to go, second quarter. Backdoor pass to Spearman. Spearman's fouled and hits the shot. And these are made baskets. Flames are making baskets on one end, and Tennessee's getting runouts on the other end. You just see a level of frustration kind of setting in for the Flames. That free throw hangs on the front iron and falls through. Flames trail 60-29. Liberty breaks through the pressure. They get it to Hess on the far wing. Hess is going to try to drive, picks up her dribble out to Steenbergen. Steenbergen dumps into Smuda. Smuda goes to the right side and banks it in. Bella Smuda with a couple more. Tennessee back into their offense. Whitehorn, far wing, Puckett for 3, off the mark, and we're going to get a rebounding foul against Hess. See what number that is. It's only the third team foul for the Lady Flames. So no free throws, but Tennessee will hold on to the possession, inbounding on the baseline. 7 points now for Bella. That leads all Lady Flames. Cooper has 18 for Tennessee. Ball's inbounded up top to Spearman. Spearman, her 3 pops out. The Flames get the board. Hess down court, double teamed in the corner, lost her footing, has to pass it up top to Athene. She's able to save the basketball. It gets around to Mills. Mills' 3-pointer is good. Avery Mills with the tray. Tennessee back on offense. Puckett cut off, has to kick to Spear, and Spear is bumped by Mills. 60-32. Tennessee with the lead, 2:41 to go in the first half. A little more difficult to do the math at this point, but Lady Vols are still on pace for close to 130. screen is going to be very displeased with the defensive effort in this game so far. Darby, elbow jumper is off the mark. The rebound is deflected in the corner. Steenbergen has it knocked away from her out of bounds. It'll stay with Liberty.
Emma!
Claudia in the backcourt. Dribbles across the half. And now hands off. Well, no, actually gives in the corner to Steenbergen. Steenbergen up to Smuda. Smuda drives through into the paint, banks it in. Bella Smuda has established herself in the second quarter. She's got 9 points, and Tennessee tries to transition, and they throw the ball away. Four straight points for Liberty. Pressure by Tennessee in the backcourt. Athene gets it across to Hess. Hess near side to Mills. Mills for three. Got it. Avery Mills with a couple of trays, and the Flames with a little bit of a run going. They've cut it back to a 21-point game, and then you've got the run buster. That's Delasia Cooper. She scores again to end the Flames' 10-0 run. And now a turnover by Liberty gives the ball right back. 62-39 is the Tennessee lead. Minute 35 to go in the first half. On the drive is Cooper. Cooper kicks far wing to Hollingshed. Her three-pointer is way off the mark, out of bounds to Liberty. Tennessee still shooting 60% from the field. Flames 44%. That's not terrible. And Liberty's 5 of 11 from three, but Tennessee's 7 of 15 from three. Actually 7 of 16 now with that miss.
Go by her. Get out, Liz. Got the sideline.
Mills gets through some Tennessee trapping, finds Hess. Hess's three-pointer on the near side is good. Flames offense starting to look a little bit better. They've cut it down to a 20-point game after trailing by as many as 31. Back on offense is Cooper. Had her initial shot blocked by Smuda, but it went right back to Cooper, and she lays it down. Flames an over-the-top pass to Mills. Mills drives in and draws a foul. Avery Mills, the freshman, doing some good work here in the second quarter for Liberty. A chance to get this back to a 20-point game. Again, the Flames trailed by as many as 31. They have never led in this game. Tennessee scored the first 18 points and then had a 19-3 run overall. Avery's first free throw is in and out. She'll have a second. That's good.
Good job, Avery. Pick up. Who's got two?
64-43. Under a minute to go in the second quarter. Tennessee with the basketball. On the drive is Spencer. She kicks far wing to Puckett. Puckett's three's off the mark, but an offensive rebound pulled in by the Lady Vols. And we're going to have an illegal screen. That'll give it back to Liberty with 39.5 to go in the first half. Have been some foul trouble in this game so far for both teams. Asia Boone with three for Liberty. Avery Mills has a couple. Spencer with two. Spear with two for Tennessee. Flames get it across half court. About a 10-second difference between the shot clock and game clock as we end this first half.
Look at Bell. Come on, Bella.
Ayestadish now to Mills. Mills lost the handle. Tennessee's going to have a run out the other end, but actually, instead of running it down and getting the layup, they retreat to midcourt and are going to run the clock for a final shot. Ayestadish deflects it into the backcourt with 5 seconds to shoot. Now down to Puckett. Puckett lost the basketball. She gets it back, and Tennessee, I don't think that shot would have counted either way. It goes off the mark, as the horn sounds on the first half, and we'll get a chance to talk to head coach Kerry Green here before he goes into the locker room. Coach, we talked about the swarming aspects of this Tennessee team, and they certainly had those moments in the first half.
Yeah, those moments, and they got some easy baskets off that, enough to take the lead. What is amazing is they're knocking down threes like I've never seen them. And, you know, I'm not sure we've had the team in 26 years that has given up 64 points at halftime, because they are shooting the lights out of it. Everything they do works. And, you know, we've got to be better on the defensive end. You know, I'd be typically happy. 43 points every half. That puts us at the 80 mark. Okay, but you know, they're hitting everything they made, and we just got to stay in it, you know, and contest those threes and make sure they don't get second chance shots.
Coach, appreciate your time. As head coach Kerry Green, as the Lady Flames go into the locker room trailing 64-43. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, the Carl Miller Realty halftime show back in the studio. Kyle will take a look at the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. We'll also have your complete Larry's Tire and Auto stats, including the Century Exteriors three-point shooting, which I'm going to tell you, a lot of three-point shots were made in the first half. And Flames shot a higher percentage, but Tennessee shot a higher volume. So that's all ahead. We'll tell you about that. And as well, I'll give you a little bit of a sneak preview. A very low-scoring game up in Massachusetts. Liberty football trailing UMass 7-0, approaching halftime. We'll keep you updated as it goes along throughout the course of the afternoon. And like I said, we'll have a complete look at the Larry's Tire and Auto stats, as well as the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard during our halftime show. Again, at halftime here in Knoxville, the Lady Flames trail 64-43. Back with more after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Owned and operated by a Liberty alum, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord. And coming soon, Larry's Tire will expand to a new service center in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Black Friday savings have started early at Lynchburg Nissan. Enjoy up to $8,300 off MSRP on select 2024 models, or get 0% financing on 5 of our most popular models. These savings won't last long, and with inventory moving fast, now's the time to take advantage. Plus, trade in your car and receive up to 130% of fair KBB value. That's right, huge savings, 0% financing, and large trade-in values. Black Friday starts now. Head to Lynchburg Nissan today.
Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry provides dental health services including dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, extractions, and more. Their office treats patients of all ages and accepts major dental insurances. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry is located at 2229 Mural Road next to EC Glass High School in Lynchburg. You can reach the office by phone at 434-847-5331 and online at PearyFamilyDentistry.com. The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
First half is history. Now it's time for the Lady Flames halftime report, presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team, proud supporter of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now let's get a check of the out-of-town scoreboard, built by Frank Good Builders.
Flames hit their
final 6 shots at the before halftime, I should say, but do trail Tennessee 64-43 at halftime. Jamie Hall will have some stats in a matter of moments. Welcome on into the studio. Trey Lyle here for your Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard, starting in women's college basketball. The only game going on so far in Conference USA is that game between Tennessee and Liberty. But just in about 7 minutes from now, UTSA heads on the road to face Conference USA, future Conference USA opponent for Liberty, UTEP, when they get into conference play later this year. But UTSA versus UTEP, matchup of two Texas teams. Kennesaw State plays later today against Erskine at 5 o'clock. And then Stephen F. Austin host Louisiana Tech. That's at 8 o'clock today. That's all the games in Conference USA. Looking at the top 25 in women's college basketball, no games going on right now, but a big rivalry happening later today. Louisville takes on Kentucky, number 18 Louisville versus number 20 Kentucky. And then later on, 8 p.m., number 21 Nebraska heads on the road to take on South Dakota. Other scores for you. We'll get you the Flame score. We'll break that game down in a little bit, but it is 10-0 UMass with 7:12 left in the second quarter. We'll get you another update for that in a matter of moments. Now the top 25 in college football. Ohio State 7, Northwestern 7. This game actually is taking place at Wrigley Field. So tied game, as the number 2 team in the country is tied with Northwestern with 6:59 left in the second quarter. Texas just kicked a field goal. The number 3 team in the land is up 10-0 over Arkansas. Into the first quarter, number 17 Colorado 14, Utah 3. 12:25 left in the second quarter. Clemson and Pittsburgh are tied at 7 apiece. And number 25 Tulane over Navy 7-0. That game is also in the second quarter. When we come back, an update about your Liberty Flames. Got some men's basketball heading your way tonight with the Flames. Also, again, that little bit more of a breakdown of their game against UMass that's going on right now as well. Your score at the half, Liberty 43, Tennessee 64. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network, presented by Van Wagner.
Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate, or visit us at centuryexteriors.com and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tub, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPro's 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Now back to the halftime report presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Welcome back inside the studio. Trey Lau here with you. 64-43 Tennessee on top of Liberty as we're heading into the half. Time for an update about your Liberty Flames. Men's basketball is in the Charleston Classic. They will take on Florida Atlantic tonight at 6 o'clock. Nick Pierce will have the call of that one. Flames looking to continue after a great win earlier this week against Carolina University, 81-45, looking to take on an FIU team that had a tough win, I believe, tough game last night against Charleston. If you were able to see the highlights, it was a great basketball game as they were able to fall 119-116 off a buzzer beater. But currently going on, Liberty Flames 7, UMass 10 on the gridiron as Liberty is up in Amherst. Quentin Cooley just scored a 11-yard touchdown to give the Flames their first score of the game. Liberty currently has 116 yards of total offense to UMass's 187, but Flames able, after a slow start, are back in this one with 5 minutes left in the first half. You can listen to that game on the Liberty Flames Sports Network as well, along with the basketball game tonight between Liberty and FAU. So, when we come back, we'll head back to the court. Jamie Hall will have the Larry's Tire and Auto stats, as well as we'll have the second half for you. Your halftime score, Liberty looking to get back in this one. 64-43, Tennessee on top. Your second half is right after this break.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carillion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carillion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carillion proud.
Hi, it's Jonathan Cotton, and people often ask me, what is the Good Feet store? I respond, we are an arch support store. When you come in, our staff is going to welcome you and listen to your needs. We want to learn about you, your lifestyle, your work, and the types of shoes you enjoy wearing. Then after measuring your feet, we are going to fit you from a selection of over 300 styles and sizes of arch supports. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local buyer.
It's almost time for the second half. Now back to the arena for a check of the stats from the first half. Presented by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair.
Welcome back into the Food City Center here at Thompson Bowling Arena. At halftime, Tennessee leading Liberty 64-43. They led by as many as 31 points in the first half of the game. As we take a look at our Larry's Tire and Auto stats, Tennessee shot the ball 55% from the field. They were 7 of 18 from 3. 3 of 4 at the free throw line. Liberty 46% from the field, 6 of 12 from 3. That's 50%. Exterior numbers brought to you by Century Exteriors. Flames 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Another 700 meals to local area food banks through the Food Line Feed Score to Give More campaign. Bella Smuda got her 800th rebound of her career, 12th Lady Flame to do that. The leading scorer for Liberty was also Bella Smuda. 11 points, 4 boards. Avery Mills off the bench with 10. That is a career high for the freshman. 4 points each for Jordan Hodges and Emily Howard. 3 for Brooke Moore. 3 for Asia Boone, who also had 3 fouls in the first half. I missed Emma Hess. 6 points for Emma. Third leading scorer for the Lady Flames. 2 points for Ana Bedoza. Those are all your scores for the Lady Flames. Cooper had 20 to lead all players for Tennessee. Whitehorn with 10. Puckett with 7. Those are the leading scores for the Lady Vols. Liberty was out rebound 21-18. Flames with 12 turnovers. Tennessee with 5 points off turnovers. 18-5 Liberty, points in the paint. 18-5 Tennessee. Points in the paint. 34-16 Tennessee. But Liberty did win second chance points 9-4, but Tennessee just didn't miss a whole lot of shots in the first half. Fast break points 19-15 Tennessee. Bench points 23-19 Lady Vols. Liberty with the basketball to start the second half. They go inside to Smuda. Smuda missed the shot, got her own rebound, missed her putback. Tennessee with the board. Cooper, length of the court, has her shot rejected out of bounds by Bella Smuda. Tennessee faithful on their feet and clapping to begin this second half. Liberty never led in the first half of the game. Again, they saw themselves down by as many as 31. Inbound pass to Cooper. Cooper off of a screen has Ayestadish on her. Picks up her dribble, dips underneath. Now a bounce pass out on the far wing to Spearman, and Spearman hits a 3. (67-43). Tennessee with the lead, Liberty with the basketball. Asia Boone going to try to answer. Her deep tray is good. Boone from outside the arc playing with 3 personal fouls. Tennessee back the other end. A quick 3-pointer on the far side by Whitehorn is off and out of bounds to Liberty. Mention the fact that this Tennessee squad, they shoot a lot of 3-pointers. Their percentage was only 30% coming into today's game. But they had outshot opponents from the 3-point arc as far as volume, 115-48 coming into this game. Flames get through some pressure, get it down to Smuda. She's going to take a baseline jumper from 8, and it rattles home. Bella with the deuce, and the Flames make it 67-48. Back the other end, Tennessee quickly inside. Latham missed the shot. On her backside, gets the ball back to Cooper.
No foul!
Cooper with Boone on her. On the far wing to Darby. Asia playing very tight against Darby with those 3 personal fouls. Fortunate she didn't get called for one in that spot, as Cooper will take a jumper from about the elbow and banks it in. Hard bank shot. Cooper continues to just add up the points, and now she comes away with the basketball. Flames can't get it across half court. Cooper dips down low, missed the shot. The rebound tipped all the way up top to Hess, and Hess will bring it down herself. Takes it all the way in, missed the shot. Rebound to Hess, though, deflected by Ayestadish, and Liberty will have another chance at this possession. Far side to Ayestadish, inside to Smuda. Smuda works her way down low on Darby, goes back the other direction and banks it in. 69-50. Tennessee with the lead and the basketball, and the building has gotten very quiet as an offensive foul will be called against Tennessee. Emma Hess steps in to draw the charge. Lady Vols will make a line change and bring a whole new unit out on the court.
Asia! 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 Chicken Asia! Chicken Asia!
Liberty in the red uniforms, baby blue numbers. Tennessee in the home whites with orange numbers and the checkerboard down the side. Flames get the pressure, get through the pressure, and set it up over to Hess. Hess lobs up top to Smuda. Smuda into the paint, dips, now fades, and in and out. But an offensive rebound initially by Iastata. She couldn't hold on to it. Tennessee back up court to Spear. Spear on the outside. Now pushes into Spearman. Spearman kicks near wing. Wide open three-pointer is off the mark by Whitehorn, and the Flames get the rebound. Liberty looks to run. Hodges to Hess. Hess from NBA range. Boom! Emma Hess has cut this down to a 16-point game. And as I mentioned, the Tennessee faithful are dead quiet. Lady Vols going to try to answer, but their three-pointer is off the mark. Spear comes up short. Liberty with the board. Flames break through the trap, get it into the offensive end. Iastata retreats back out from the corner and hands to, actually holds on to it for a moment, now gives to Hess. Hess lobs inside to Smuda. Smuda makes the catch and gets the finish. The Liberty faithful in the building, there's a handful of them, are making their presence known as Iastata steals the basketball. Flames come back on offense. Hodges, nothing going, has to lob it outside to Iastata, who hands to Hess. Hess with 17 seconds to shoot, waits for a screen, double team, back to Iastata. She'll bounce underneath to Smuda. Wide open layup, Bella Smuda, and Tennessee's gonna have to take a timeout. Huge second half run by the Lady Flames. They cut this down to a 12-point game. Wow. We'll get you the numbers on this Liberty run here in just a moment. The live stats haven't quite caught up to us here in the second half if you're looking at that on the score bug. But it's been all Liberty since halftime. 5:33 left to go in the third quarter. With that timeout, we'll take one as well and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic, 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank & Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank & Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank & Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
Now back to Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Lady Flames on a 14-2 run after giving up the first 3 points of the second half, which at that point would have made the score 67-43 Tennessee. Since then, like I say, a 14-2 Liberty run. Since the Flames were down by 31, at the point Liberty was down 31, since then a 28-9 overall advantage for the Lady Flames. They've made this a 12-point ball game with 5:33 to go in the third quarter. Lady Vols with possession. They're going left to right from our vantage point. in the second half. Cooper on the far wing, has Boone on her. Up top to Boyd. Boyd's going to try a three. It's too strong. But an offensive rebound by Cooper will reset things to Darby. Her three-pointer's off the mark, and a scramble for the rebound is eventually picked up by the Vols and tied up by the Lady Flames. The arrow will keep it with Tennessee, but that'll get the Flames an extra possession later on in the game. At the very least, at the beginning of the third quarter. 19 seconds to shoot, 5:02 to go in the third. So after we broach the 5-minute mark, we'll have another media timeout on the next dead ball. Cooper over on the far wing finds Latham, and Latham's three-pointer is good. So that ends the 14-2 Flames run and makes the score 72-57. Liberty's three-point answer is too strong, and Tennessee with the board. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and that will bring us to that media timeout. 4:37 left in the third. Flames have made this a basketball game after being down by 31. It's currently 15. It is Tennessee's possession when we return here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Foster has been fostering warm moments for 100 years. Headquartered in Brookneal, Virginia, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services since 1921. Stop by one of our 6 showroom locations across Central Virginia to view our wide range of products. From propane to fireplaces and grills to tank installs and tankless water heaters, Foster has it all. Download our app or visit fosterfuels.com for more info.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
(72-57) Liberty trailing Tennessee here in Knoxville. But if you had tuned in earlier and went out to get a bite to eat to tuning back in now, it is a much more competitive game. Flames were down by as many as 31, and then 31 got involved. Bella Smuda kind of took control of things for Liberty. She now has 19 points on 8 of 14 shooting, 5 rebounds. Her playing well in the post has also led to a couple more three-pointers falling in. The Flames 8 of 15 from 3, but really it's been the post play that's helped this run for Liberty. Flames have broken through some pressure and been able to get some easy baskets out of it. Tennessee with the basketball. They go inside to Hollingshed. She'll come out to Latham. Latham to Boyd. Boyd drives and draws a foul. Flames have some new players on the court from the other side of the timeout. Players that are still in the game for the Flames are Emma Hess and Elizabeth Ayestadish, as well as Asia Boone. The new players for Liberty is Anna Badoza and Emily Howard. Smuda will get a rest, as will Jordan Hodges. First free throw is good by Boyd. Boyd, a 75% shooter on the year, the redshirt freshman from Las Vegas. The only freshman, and she's a redshirt, only freshman on this Tennessee team, and she's actually been here a year. As the Flames try to inbound the basketball, the official, I think, made a mistake. Or did she? Let's see. There's a conversation and said that there was an inbounding violation against Liberty, so Tennessee will get the ball. Flames, I think, were trying to hand off to each other. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what was done incorrectly, but Tennessee will have the basketball right back after the made free throw. And another foul against Liberty right away will put Tennessee at the free throw line. Coach Green's asking for an explanation.
If there's no
Well,
one there, just get a catch.
Coach Green got the explanation. I'm not sure if he agreed with it. Didn't really challenge it, though. I think it was a confusing explanation as to what happened on the inbound, and which led to Cooper hitting a couple of free throws. Also in that mix, Asia Boone was the player for Liberty that was called for the foul, so she has 4. Tennessee steals an up-court pass, and just like we saw a run in the half, Tennessee has put up some points in these couple of minutes. Cooper's three-pointer is good. Flames had gotten this within 12, and now they trail by 22, and they almost turned it over again, but Liberty does have the ball on offense. Hess drives and lays it in. Nice answer by Emma Hess. After 10 straight points from Tennessee, Lady Vols with the basketball. Cooper at the top of the arc. She's going one-on-one with Boone, who's playing with 4 personal fouls. Sub on the table waiting to come in, but wasn't able to get in. And to this point, we're going to have a turnover by Tennessee. They stepped out of bounds, so that'll give Flames a chance to get Asia Boone out of the game with those 4 personal fouls. Oh, maybe not. Asia is staying in with the 4 personal fouls. It's Aish Stadish that comes out. And now Smuda will replace Howard. So Boone with 4. Well, now we've got another sub for the Flames, but still not getting Asia Boone out. That's Avery Mills coming in for Emma Hess. Flames with the ball in the backcourt, get through the pressure. Steenbergen to Bedoza, cross court to Mills for 3 off the front rim. Rebound Whitehorn for Tennessee. And a traveling violation for Tennessee. We'll give it right back to Liberty. Spearman took an extra step. Three minutes even to go here in the third quarter. Liberty trailing by 20, 79-59. Liberty with a turnover, trying to get it inside. It's taken away by Spear. Spear down court. Far side three-pointer from Spencer is good. Now a whistle on the inbounds. A blocking foul called against Tennessee. Liberty used a 14-2 run to get this down to a 69-57 game. But since then, a 13-2 Tennessee run. Flames with the basketball, scoring to our left. Bedoza lost the handle. Spearman got it for Tennessee, and then Bedoza is going to be called for a foul, which is team foul number 3. So still 1 foul to give for Liberty. Tennessee has a couple of fouls to give in the third quarter. Lady Vols leading the Lady Flames 82-59. On the near wing, Jewel Spear. She's cut off. Has to bounce it back in the middle, but Whitehorn hit the bottom of the rim with her layup attempt. Flames get the board, bring it down court. Boone lost the ball. It's loose on the floor, but Doza picks it back up over to Steenbergen. Bounce pass underneath to Smuda, and Smuda lays it in. Not the prettiest deuce for the Lady Flames. It was a bit helter-skelter, but it still counts, and Liberty's cut it down to an 82-61 Tennessee advantage. Puckett will go to the far side of the lane and draw some contact. Steenbergen picks up the personal. A couple of free throws for the Lady Vols ahead. Claudia Athene will come in for Liberty. Bedoza checks out. So one Spanish player for another. Puckett's first free throw is good. Sarah Puckett had 13 points in the game against Middle Tennessee earlier in the week. The senior hitting at 88% from the free throw line, knocks down both. It's 84-61 Lady Vols. They led by as many as 31. The Flames were able to go on a 28-9 run overall, a 14-2 run at the end of that to cut it to a 12-point game. Flames break through some pressure. They get Mills open for three. Who hits again? Avery Mills adding to her career high. She's got 13. And it's a 20-point game. Cooper's jumper is off the mark, and we're going to get a jump ball called as Athene had to go to the floor to get it. She had a Tennessee player fall on top of her, but the officials said that she had part of the basketball. Maybe as they were going to the floor. Flames were wanting a foul. They didn't get that. Tennessee pressures the inbounds, knocks it out of play. 1:24 to go in the third quarter. Liberty will have 9 seconds to get it across the half.
Go, go! All right, you're good, you're good.
Inbounds pass goes to Hodges. Hodges lost the basketball. Stolen away, and an easy layup from Ajadele. Favor Ajadele, also from Spain. Liberty breaks through the pressure again to Mills. Mills drives, dips, and scores. Nice job attacking the hoop by Avery Mills. She's got 15. Tennessee back on offense, and an offensive foul will be called. Cooper plows in to Steenbergen. Liberty will get the ball back with 50 seconds to go in the third. Tennessee faithful saw the replay and didn't like what they saw. But it will be Flames basketball, trailing by 20 with 50 seconds to go. Inbound pass comes to Athene. She's being harassed in the backcourt by Puckett. Goes over the top to Hodges. Hodges will drive into the paint. Tried to dish to Smuda. It's deflected. She does get it though. 17 seconds to shoot. Works her way into the paint with the left hand and scores. Bella Smuda doing some hard work down low. She's got 21. Liberty's made this an 18-point game as time winds down in the third. Three-pointer far side for Puckett, and she scores. Flames can hold for the final shot of the third quarter. Athene on the far wing with 9 to shoot. Up top to Hodges. Hodges steps back for three. Got it! Jordan Hodges with time winding down in the third. Answers the three from Tennessee. The Flames have gotten within 18 as we head to the fourth quarter. What has been a extremely high-scoring game. If you'd have told me that Liberty had 71 points at the end of the third, I would have said, okay, what are we leading by? Or is it maybe it's a close game? I wouldn't have thought 71 points at the end of the third and you're trailing by 18 points. That just tells you how powerful this Tennessee offense is and how well they have shot the basketball in this game. We'll give you a look at those numbers coming up after this timeout here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at gentrylock.com.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haley's.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Flames Nation, Liberty football returns to Williams Stadium in Lynchburg. Saturday, November 23rd, see Liberty take on Western Kentucky in a critical Conference USA clash. Kickoffs at 1 p.m. Gates open at 11:30 a.m. It's Military Appreciation Day, and the first 4,000 fans will get a Liberty military cap. Enjoy a special halftime show as we salute our nation's armed forces. Liberty football versus Western Kentucky, November 23rd in Lynchburg. Tickets at lufootball.com.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank and Trust game at a glance.
I get a little distracted there. I'm looking over on the television monitor. SEC Network, they've got it up on the screen here so that we can see replays. We're really cool here courtside at Tennessee. That's nice. And during that timeout, they were featuring both sports information directors. So Paul Carmody, who was sitting to my left, if you were watching on the live stream, the live video stream, in the booth stream, you can see Paul right next to me. And just got a little FaceTime on the SEC Network as well. The unsung heroes of college sports. The athletics, communications, and sports information directors. Tennessee with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. We're going to get a hand check called against the Flames. Tennessee leading 89-71. Jordan Hodges picks up her second personal foul. No one was really big foul trouble other than Asia Boone, who has 4. Tennessee with the basketball, and then throw it away. Unforced turnover for the Volunteers. They've got 12 in the game. The Flames with 21. Tennessee with a 28-27 rebounding edge as Liberty's Claudia Athene will run the point near side to Hodges. Hodges for 3, off the mark. Smuda in there for the rebound, and she's fouled. On the floor. Goes against Spearman. Tennessee's Cooper has 3 fouls. That's the only player on Tennessee with more than 2. Cooper also has 27 points in the game. Not out there. Well, actually, she is out there playing with the 3 fouls at the moment. Flames inbound to Mills. Mills hesitates, draws the defense, penetrates, and has an uncontested layup. Avery Mills continues to be at an extremely bright spot for the Flames. 17 points, career high for her. 3-pointer is off the mark for Tennessee's Spear. Flames with the rebound. Hodges down court, but missed the left-handed layup. Just fell off the rim. The score holds at 89-73 Tennessee. Volunteers back on offense. Cooper pulls from 15, but missed it. May have rushed her shot a little bit with Bella Smuda coming at her. The red-clad Lady Flames get it across half court. Steenbergen tried to dish it into Smuda. It's taken away. Spear back the other end. Euro step, but she missed. However, offensive rebound from Spear, and her putback is good. (91-73). Tennessee with the lead. We've still got 8:20 to go in this basketball game. Hodges almost lost it, dumps it underneath to a wide open Smuda who lays it in. It was almost like one of those fumbles on a kickoff in football where everybody kind of went to the fumble, and once you got out of that pack, there was no defender nearby. Three-pointer from Spear comes out, and the Flames get the rebound. Hodges will try to run it quickly the other way for Liberty. Dips through and has her shot blocked, but she's fouled. Jordan Hodges will shoot 2 free throws. A little bit of a post move by Zero. See that from time to time, the good footwork. Jordan on the season, a perfect free throw shooter, 3 of 3. Well, we take a look at the leading scorer for the Flames. Bella Smuda has 25 and her career high is 27, so she's on pace to surpass that. Avery Mills, who's checking out of the game at the moment, already has her career high. Of course, she's early in her career, but only her 4th game as a Lady Flame. Still doesn't take away from how impressive the fact that it happened in Thompson Bowling Arena. 17 for Mills. Hodges hits the free throws. And the Tennessee lead is 14. Flames have gotten as close as 12 after trailing by as many as 31. On the near side, Hollingshed. She picks up her dribble, has to pass to Spencer, and Spencer is bumped by Athene. 7:32 on the clock here in the 4th quarter. Tennessee still on pace, not quite the 136-point pace we saw at the end of the 1st quarter. They're still on pace to get well over 100 points in the game, but the Flames are on pace to get into the 90s.
Stay home, Emily.
Had a lot of offense in this game, as you can tell. The inbound to Darby, and she hits a 3-pointer. But every time the Flames have made a nice run, again, got it within 12, got it within 14. Tennessee seems to answer with a 3-point shot. And now Liberty throws the ball away. Steenbergen had it at the top, and Boone was trying to get open on the far wing. Peen thought she was going to come up. She went baseline, and the ball went out of bounds. Tennessee with control. Cooper one-on-one with Brooke Moore, who has just come in for Liberty. Cooper's going to try a long 2 and hits it. That's just one of those where you hit that shot, you nod, and you get back on offense. That is just indefensible. Now we'll have a line change for Tennessee. There was a foul called against the Vols. Flames will inbound. Athene, Steenbergen, Boone, Howard, and Moore for Liberty. Howard has to go to the floor to save it from going out of bounds, out to Boone, and Boone is fouled by Puckett. (96-77). Of course, there's a lot of basketball left to be played, but the thing that I think Flames fans can be encouraged by in this game, even if Liberty doesn't make a run here in the final 6.5 minutes, is this is a high-powered Tennessee offense. And the Flames have played some pretty good offense themselves. Inbound comes around on the near wing to Steenbergen. She rises up and hits a 3-pointer. So not so fast. This game isn't over. It's a 16-point game. There's still 6:20 to go. Tennessee with the basketball. Puck on to Whitehorn, and her 3-pointer is good. As far as Tennessee is concerned, as Boone's going to try a 3-pointer near side, it's off the mark. Howard gets the rebound. Her putback's no good. Gets it again and draws a foul. Emily will shoot a couple of free throws. But getting back to that thought, the the Vols, for some reason the live stats show Tennessee with 100 points. That is not correct. The score is 99-80. So if you're following along on our video stream, you're seeing a score that's not quite right. Howard hits the free throw. Emily with 5 points in the game. But what I was going to say about this Tennessee team is they shoot a high volume of three-point shots, no question about that. But they don't normally shoot this high a percentage. Asia Boone gets back defensively and draws a charge. Asia playing with 4 personal fouls, stepped in and took the contact. And Cooper has now picked up her 4th personal. Cooper, who leads all players with 30 points, will have to come out of the game. Tennessee crowd didn't agree with the call. Yeah, Tennessee shooting 15 of 33 from 3. The 33 is not abnormal. They shot over 40 times against Middle Tennessee from outside the arc. The abnormal is this high of a percentage as Athene goes down low for Liberty. Strong move, but just a little short on her half hook. Tennessee with the rebound, back the other end. Spencer, cross-court pass to Darby. Tess Darby, her sister Edie, is also on the team but has not played this season. Foul against Liberty, and if it's against Boone, that'll be 5, and it looks like it is. Asia Boone will foul out with 6 points and 5 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Avery Mills, who has played so well in this game, will check back in. The freshman has 17 points and 15 minutes of playing time. Tennessee to inbound on the baseline. Goes in the corner where a baseline 3 by Darby is short, but an offensive rebound by Tennessee will reset things. On to the hands of Hollingshed, and she tries to go up against Howard, missed, but an offensive rebound for Tennessee and a foul against Liberty will put the Lady Vols at the free throw line. Actually, it won't. That's only the 4th team foul. But from here on out, both teams will be in the bonus. 5:24 to go in the game. Inbound pass comes up top to Spencer. Spencer now at the top of the arc to Latham. Her 3 is too strong. Liberty with the rebound. Athene in the backcourt. Now to Ayastadish at the top of the arc. She hands to Mills. Mills goes one-on-one with Latham. We'll try a bounce pass. Now a chest pass to Ayastadish. She hooks it in the middle to Howard, and Howard banks it in. How did Elizabeth find Emily Howard in that spot with that bounce pass dime? Beautiful play to make it a 99-84 Tennessee lead. Lady Vols back on offense, and they draw a foul, and because of the bonus, they'll shoot 2 free throws after this timeout. 4:43 to go in the basketball game. The Lady Vols have led by as many as 31, and they're currently up by 15 as we go to our final break here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Curious about the housing market in Central Virginia? The caring, competent, trusted advisors at Carl Miller Realty have over 100 years of combined experience. We are committed to helping clients make informed housing decisions. For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit carlmillerrealty.com to make your next move a slam dunk with our winning team. That's carlmillerrealty.com.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate, or visit us at centuryexteriors.com and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. They offer complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord, and a new service center coming soon in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Live. You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back into Knoxville. Lady Flames trailing Tennessee 99-84, but they've been down by as many as 31. So a nice run by Liberty that spanned the halves. 28-9, went from 31 to 12. The deficit did. Tennessee was able to then push it back out at the end of the third. They were up 89-71. Since then, the Flames have been able to chip away at it. They got it, well, now within 15. Offensively, you got to be happy with just about everything Liberty's done. They're shooting 52% from the field, 52% from 3, 11 of 21, 11 of 13 at the free throw line. The offensive game for the Flames has been outstanding. You don't want 23 turnovers, but against a team that forces 30, that's not, I mean, still you don't want 23 turnovers. But a lot of positives for the Flames on the offensive end, but nothing really positive on the defensive side of things, as Tennessee now has broached the 100-point mark after making the first of 2 free throws. They hit the second one as well, and they lead 101-84. Anna Bedoza running the point for Liberty. Comes to Moore. Moore dumps inside to Smuda. Outside to Moore. Moore attacks, drives, and draws the foul. Brooke Moore will shoot 2 free throws for Liberty. 4:23 to go in the ball game. Brooke Moore has 3 points, 1 of 1 from the field, hit a 3-pointer. 9 minutes of playing time. Bella Smuda a couple points away from her career high. She's got 25, and Avery Mills with 17. Emma Hess, who's currently on the bench, has 11 for Liberty. Jordan Hodges on the bench with 9. Moore hits the free throw. And it's not inconceivable that the Flames could score 100 points themselves if they have a strong finish to this basketball game. And they're going to need to at least score 102 if they're going to win. Both free throws are good. We approach the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Spearman's going to take a 3 on the far wing. It's off to the right, and Liberty gets the board. Bedoza off of a screen, dribbles to the far wing. In some trouble, and has her pass picked off. Stolen away by Latham. Latham to Spear. Spear into the paint. The teardrop falls. 103-86, Tennessee. 3:38 to go in the ball game. Bedoza bounces it outside to Moore. Moore now to Ayastadish. Takes a couple of dribbles. In some trouble. Backdoor pass to Smuda. Smuda has to make a tough catch and then reverses it over her head, lays it in for a career high. She's got 27. Tennessee going to try to answer with a long 3-pointer from Whit Whitehorn that goes out of bounds to Liberty. Again, Tennessee has shot a high volume of 3-pointers all season. They're probably going to get somewhere around 40 by the end of this game, but they just haven't normally shot this high a percentage. They've been about 29.5% from 3. In this game, they're shooting 40%, and that's been the difference. If they shoot their normal average from 3, we've got a competitive basketball game right now. Bedoza double teamed at the top. Now to Ayestades. She'll try a three-pointer. It comes up just short. A couple of Lady Vols fight for the rebound. Cooper has it. She's playing with 4 fouls. And now set up the offense. Boyd drives on Moore and draws the foul. A couple of free throws ahead for Boyd, who's shooting 75% on the year. See if I can do a little quick math. Tennessee 14 of 36 from 3. They were shooting, well, I'm not going to be able to do the math. My phone might be able to do the math. They were shooting their normal percentage from 3. They would have hit 10 instead of 14. So that'd be 12 less points.
We can go fire if we need it.
And we're talking about a 105-88 game at the moment. So a 17-point game, it would be a 5-point game. Tennessee shot their normal average from 3. Mills with the basketball for Liberty. Looks inside, finds Howard. Howard one-on-one, up with the left hand and muscled it through Hollingshed to score. And now a steal by Moore. Moore up to Mills, and Mills gets the left-handed lay-in to fall. 4 straight points for Liberty. 105-92. Tennessee back on offense, driving to the basket is Boyd, but she comes up short. We're going to have a foul in the backcourt against Tennessee. Boyd was asking for free throws. She didn't get them, and now the Flames will shoot free throws on the other end. So still a big hill to climb, down by 13, and only a minute 54 to go. But the Flames have certainly showed well during stretches, and a big part of this run has been with a majority of the starters on the bench. Bedoza misses the first free throw. So we'll have a second one coming. And that one's good. (105-93). Flames now for the second time have cut it down to a 12-point game. They trailed by as many as 31. A minute 50 to go in the ball game. Claudia Athene back on the court for Liberty. After the free throw, Bedoza will check out. Puckett, top of the arc to Spencer. Spencer back near side to Puckett. 10 seconds to shoot. One-on-one with Howard. Dishes it across to Spearman. Spearman will attack with 4 seconds to shoot. Back outside to Spear. Spear's fader is off the mark and the shot clock expires. Liberty forcing the turnover. They'll get the ball back with a minute 24 to go. And a chance with a 3 to get this into single digits. Flames have scored 93 points in this basketball game with a minute 24 to go, and they're trailing by 12. I mean, it's almost certain at this point that we're going to have 200 points scored in this game combined between the two teams. What an offensive outpouring. Flames get it across half court. They'll bounce it up top to Ayestades. She dribbles to the near side. Now we'll try to back her way into the paint. Slips through and doesn't get the friendly roll, and will instead be called for the foul. Boy, it hung on the back of that heel and just fell off. If that falls in, we've got a 10-point game with a minute 7 to go. Instead, Tennessee's going to be shooting free throws on their side. It'll be Cooper, who's played through some foul trouble herself. She's got 4. Puckett has 4. Asia Boone is fouled out of the game with for Liberty. Cooper's first free throw is good. Cooper's second free throw is also good. A minute to go. Liberty trailing 107-93. Flames Athene lost the handle, and we're going to get a foul called in the aftermath against Liberty. More free throws ahead for the Lady Vols. So again, twice in the game, Liberty's gotten this down to a 12-point Tennessee advantage after trailing by 31, but they weren't able to get it any closer. Cooper's first free throw is good. 31 points in the game for Cooper.
Hey, box out! Be strong, Emily! Be strong, Em!
Cooper's second free throw is also good. With 57.7 to go, the Flames will take a timeout to be able to advance the basketball. Tennessee hasn't had a field goal in the last 2:42 of the game, but they've been able to end the Flames' run at the free throw line after Liberty had gotten it down to 105.93. It is 109.93. Paul Carmody had given me a list of things at halftime. I'll refer back to it. Last time Flames allowed 100 points was against Gonzaga last year. They gave up 102. Most points by an opponent at the D1 level was 113 by Notre Dame back in 1998. Tennessee is 4 points away from surpassing that. Most threes an opponent has hit in a game is 17. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, as Tennessee currently has 14. Flames the basketball as we get back underway. Athene on the far side, dribbles to the corner, now dumps it into Howard. Howard has the ball knocked away from her. It's loose on the floor, and Tennessee will have it. Flames were wanting a foul. They didn't get it. As Howard took some contact down low. The Lady Vols will now run a bit of clock. Well, not much. As it comes near side, the three-pointer is off the mark by Whitehorn, and Liberty has it with 26 seconds to go. Flames trailing 109.93. The only thing really now that will change is what the final score is, if Liberty can get something on this final possession. Athene drives baseline, nothing for her, dishes it off to Howard. Howard back to Athene. Athene into the paint. Draws the foul on the floor, and Liberty will get a couple of free throws to finish things off. So the Flames are going to have a chance to get to 95 points, and if they do, they're still going to lose by 14. I did not have that on my bingo card. Claudia's first free throw pops out. If you want to kind of compare and contrast, Middle Tennessee State played here against the Lady Vols on Tuesday. And in that game, Tennessee won 89-75. So depending on how you look at it, offensively, Middle Tennessee, the game was a bit closer, just a little bit closer. But the Flames certainly were able to do more offensively than Middle Tennessee did in that game. But on the defensive end, one that I'm sure Coach Kerry Green is not going to be the least bit happy about. Lady Flames fall 109-93 here in Knoxville. The teams share handshakes and good games at midcourt. The Tennessee crowd of just over 9,000 are on their feet, saluting the Lady Vols as they go to now 4-0 on the year. Lady Flames fall to 2-2. The two Liberty losses this season have been to Power 4 programs, Duke and Tennessee, both of which I would not be surprised if they end up in the top 25. Duke already is, but Tennessee, I could certainly see them. And certainly if they play like this, if they're able to shoot anywhere near 40% from three with the volume of threes that they put up, it's going to be tough for a lot of teams to beat them. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Coca-Cola Locker Room Report here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
When it was time for my family and I to buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter, at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
Black Friday savings have started early at Lynchburg Nissan. Enjoy up to $8,300 off MSRP on select 2024 models, or get 0% financing on 5 of our most popular models. These savings won't last long, and with inventory moving fast, now's the time to take advantage. Plus, trade in your car and receive up to 130% of fair KBB value. That's right, huge savings, 0% financing, and large trade-in values. Black Friday starts now. Head to Lynchburg Nissan today.
The doctors at Crossroads Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Stephen Hatch, James Peary III, Trey Woolwine, and Carol Roberts have over 50 years of experience serving Lynchburg and the surrounding area. Their dental office in Forest is open and ready to serve you. Crossroads Family Dentistry provides all family and cosmetic dental needs and accepts major dental insurances. They're located at 14761 Forest Road in front of Brawburgers. More information is available at CrossroadsFamilyDentistryVA.com.
The game is over, but we're just getting started with the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report. Coming up, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair will present the final game statistics. Head coach Kerry Green will stop by to give his thoughts on the game, and we'll update the out-of-town scoreboard built by Frank Good Builders. Now let's head back inside the arena for the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
Well, if you're a glasses half full kind of person, what an offensive game for the Lady Flames. They score 93 points. A couple of career highs we'll tell you about. A lot of positives scoring the basketball. The negative is they gave up 109 points, and they fall to the Tennessee Lady Vols 109-93, as Liberty now is 2-2 on the year and Tennessee is 4-0. A lot of history in this building. Great crowd today, as always. They always have over 9,000 folks here. And oftentimes, once they get into the SEC, they'll have 12,000, 15,000 fans at ball games. The official total was 9109. And the banners in the ceiling, 8 NCAA championships. The last one, though, was in 2008 when Pat Summitt retired and has since passed away. They're looking to kind of get that championship tradition back, and they think they've got a coach that'll take them there. Kim Caldwell in her first season. She only coached 1 year at Marshall before she got this job, but had a lot of success at Glenville State. Matter of fact, won a national championship at Glenville State. And they have a high octane offense themselves, obviously, putting up 109 points. They like to turn you over, they like to get on the offensive glass, and they shoot a ton of three-pointers. They don't usually shoot as high a percentage as they did today, and that's the difference in the game. You know, we talked about how if they shoot at their normal three-point percentage, they make 4 less. That's 12 points. You take 12 points off the board, and it's 97-93. Still, that's giving up too many points. But you've got a close basketball game right down to the end. If everybody shoots, well, I shouldn't say everybody, because the Flames did shoot above their normal percentage a little bit as well, as far as three-point. Well, the Flames shot very well from three themselves and very well from the field. Actually shot better than Tennessee from the field. Let's give you those numbers as we take a look at the Larry's Tire and Auto stat recap. Liberty 52% from the field, 34 of 66. Tennessee 47% from the field, 39 of 83. Lady Vols 14 of 38 from three. That actually went down as the game went along. They missed their last few shots from outside the arc. At one point they were shooting just above 40% from three, so the final number doesn't look quite as good as where they had shot through most of the game when the game was still, until the final, say, 2 minutes or so. But yeah, 14 of 38 from three. The Flames were 11 of 22 from three, 50%, and that is our Century Exteriors exterior shooting numbers. Tennessee 17 of 18 from the free throw line. That's outstanding. They're a good free throw shooting team, but not that good. They normally shoot 72%. So that's another situation. If the Flames play as well as they did offensively and still do the things that they normally do, but they could hold Tennessee to their averages, that's 12 less points off of three-pointers, and probably, you can't defend the free throw line, but if Tennessee just shoots their normal average from the free throw line, it's about 4 points there. We'll be playing overtime. So it just was about Tennessee playing even above themselves offensively in this game, above their normal standard, which is pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Flames 14 of 19 from the free throw line, 74%. That's another 1,400 meals donated to local area food banks through the Food Line Feeds Score to Give More campaign. Don't tell the Food City folks here because there's rival grocery stores. Food City Center is this complex is named after Food City and Thompson Bowling Arena, and then the court is called the Summit, named after Pat. Some other stats to tell you about rebounding. Flames fell, but just barely, 38-37. Tennessee did have a 14-8 offensive rebounding edge. Liberty finishes up with 25 turnovers compared to 15 for Tennessee, but that's actually a Tennessee team averaging 30 a game, so the Flames actually did a little bit better than the other opponents have against UT. Points off turnovers, 38-15. Tennessee points in the paint, dead even, 42 apiece. Second chance points, Liberty had the edge, 15-12. Fast break points. This is shocking to me. Can this be right? The Flames and Tennessee tied at 29 in fast break points. Paul looks a little shocked too as I'm looking over at Paul Carmody. I would not have thought that was a dead even category, but the Flames did get out and get some transition points, but I wouldn't have thought even. That's what it shows in the stats. Bench points also fairly close. Liberty 40, Tennessee 39. How many times do you have 40 bench points and it's not even half of your total? The bench really did well. Well, the starters actually did even better than that. It's just a high-scoring game. The leading scorer for Tennessee was Cooper. She had 33. Others in double digits, Whitehorn with 13, Puckett with 12, and Spear with 10. Cooper was one rebound away from a double-double. She had 33 points and 9 boards. Spencer's 6 assists led the Lady Vols in that category. For Liberty, Bella Smuda, a career-high 27 points on 12 of 18 shooting. Also had 5 rebounds. A career-high 19 for freshman Avery Mills. She played just over 20 minutes of the game, 7 of 9 shooting. 3 of 5 from 3. Had a rebound and a couple of assists to go along with those 19 points. And she was the only Lady Flame with a plus-minus that was a plus. She was a plus 11. There were a couple of plus 6s, plus 5, easy for me to say, plus 5, plus 4. But the majority of the Lady Flames were in double-digit negatives. I'm sorry, let me re-say that. There were a couple of negative 6s, negative 5, negative 4s. Only one plus. That was Avery, plus 11. A couple of players that weren't too far into the negatives, but on average, the Lady Flames, the entire starting unit, was minus 10 or more. So to say that and say Avery Mills was a plus 11 is outstanding. Actually, Claudia Athene, I missed her. She's at the bottom of the list. She was a plus 10 as well in her 13 minutes of playing time. She didn't score herself, but while she was on the floor, the Flames outscored Tennessee by 10. So Avery and Claudia each in good territory as far as plus minus is concerned. More of a hockey thing, but it is kind of cool to mention. So behind Bella Smuda's team high 27 points and Avery Mills' career high 19, 11 points from Emma Hess, 10 points from Emily Howard. Solid game for Emily off the bench, 3 of 6 shooting, had 4 rebounds. Asia Boone in limited playing time because she fouled out and had foul trouble throughout. She had 6 points and 3 rebounds. Jordan Hodges with 9 points and 3 assists. Elizabeth Ayestadis didn't have any points but had 5 rebounds and 4 assists, led the Flames in both of those categories, tied for the rebounding lead. 3 points for Steenbergen, 3 points for Bedoza. And Brooke Moore off the bench with 5 points. Those are all the scores for the Lady Flames. I think we hit everybody. Again, Liberty trailed by as many as 31 in the second quarter. Cut it to as close as 12 on 2 different occasions in the second half, but couldn't get it any closer, and they fall 109-93 here in Tennessee. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll finish things up here on the broadcast, keeping an eye out for Coach Kerry Green. If we see him coming, then we'll interview him first, and Kyle will finish things up back in the studio. If we, Kyle, let me try again. Trey will finish things up back in the studio. If we don't see Coach Kerry Green, then Trey will go first after this break and get us a look at the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Now that I figured out who's actually back in the studio, Trey, you got a new nickname. I think the fact that it's Trey Lyle, which is kind of rhyming slang for Kyle. So you've got a new nickname, Trey.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, plenty of people have called me Kyle my day, so I was going to let it slide. You know, you had to talk about a lot of points tonight, so I was going to let it slide.
Yeah, my head's still spinning a little bit. Well, let's take that final break, and then it'll either be me, Trey, or Kyle when we come back from this timeout. Liberty falls at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, 109-93.
The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Flames Nation, Liberty football returns to Williams Stadium in Lynchburg. Saturday, November 23rd, see Liberty take on Western Kentucky in a critical Conference USA clash. Kickoffs at 1 p.m., gates open at 11:30 a.m. It's Military Appreciation Day, and the first 4,000 fans will get a Liberty military cap. Enjoy a special halftime show as we salute our nation's armed forces. Liberty football versus Western Kentucky, November 23rd in Lynchburg. Tickets at lufootball.com.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
been listening to live radio coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
Up top to Hodges. Hodges steps back for three. Got it! Jordan Hodges with time winding down in the third. Answers the three from Tennessee.
That was Jordan Hodges' three right before the end of the third quarter. That was your Freedom First Credit Union play of the game. Trey Lyle here in studio. Your final score, 109-93. Liberty falls to Tennessee in an offensive barrage. Liberty actually shot, as Jamie mentioned, 52% from the field and 50% from three, but do fall to the Lady Volunteers. Now time for your Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Let's start in women's college basketball. Currently in Conference USA, UTEP up on UTSA 38-27 at half. Other games tonight, Kennesaw State will take on Erskine. Louisiana Tech will take on Stephen F. Austin. In the top 25, only two games not starting. Neither have started yet. 6 p.m., Louisville takes on Kentucky in a top 25 matchup. And then at 8 p.m., number 21, Nebraska takes on South Dakota. Moving to the gridiron right now in the top 25. We'll get to Liberty score in a matter of moments. Ohio State 28, Northwestern 7, number 3 Texas 17. Arkansas just scored a touchdown to make it 13-7. Colorado just scored as well. They're up now 28-9. The number 17 team in the country looking to get to the Big 12 championship. They're taking on their rival Utah. Clemson at halftime is up on Pittsburgh 17-7. Tulane 21, Navy nothing in a battle of teams trying to get to the American Championship. Alabama over Mercer 7-0. In Conference USA, Louisiana Tech 9, Western Kentucky 7 at the. That is with 14:52 left in the fourth quarter. Western Kentucky looking to make the Conference USA Championship game. Of course, they play Liberty next weekend. But speaking of those Liberty Flames, we'll get to them in a moment. Florida International 0, Jacksonville State 0. Actually, Florida International just converted a field goal 3-0, 9:02 left. But Liberty, after trailing at halftime 20-7, have stormed back in the third quarter to make it 14-20. They did score in the third quarter. 3:59 left. UMass has the ball right now. You can listen to that game. Flip over to it when we're done on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Alan York has the call for that. Also later tonight at 6 o'clock, men's basketball as they take on FAU. Jamie, heading back to you. Is Coach there? And if not, you got any final thoughts?
Well, no coach yet. Still back in the locker room, but we'll fill a little time here as we await our conversation with Coach Kerry Green. Homecoming for him. A lot of folks here from his family. His mom lives in Knoxville, right across from the airport. So he's got a lot of friends and family, and I'm sure not particularly happy with the way the Flames play defense. So kind of expected it might be a little bit longer of a locker room conversation between Coach and the team. But we'll get him before he heads out, make the drive back up, eventually 81, and then over to Lynchburg. The team should be back by, I would say, 9 o'clock at the latest tonight. Not a bad trip, quick trip. Probably 30 hours round trip from the time they got on the bus to head this way to the point when they get back in their cars and head home later on tonight. Does give us a chance to say a couple of hellos. Folks that are listening in on the stream, various ways that you can do that, but I'd say the majority are on Facebook, a few folks on YouTube as well. I want to say hello to, and I've never, and I'm embarrassed that I've never done this, but I've never asked Peen how to say her father's first name. And I actually got to meet Mr. Steenbergen. We'll just say that. Mr. Steenbergen is listening from over in the Netherlands. He was in town and was at the Flames Duke game and Cal Baptist game. So he was in Lynchburg. Some of Peen's friends and family were able to come over and cheer her on. Good to see her back out on the court after missing all of last year with that knee injury. But Mr. Steenbergen, listening in the Netherlands. Also, I'm going to take a stab at it. We're going to say Natasja, Natasja. Hopefully I got that right. If I didn't, I apologize. She's also listening from the Netherlands. Philip listening in from Maryland. So appreciate that from Philip. And Lisa is listening from Pennsylvania. Flames will be pretty close to Pennsylvania, playing at Towson in Maryland, coming up a week from tomorrow, which begins the road trip for Liberty, a lengthy one. They go from Towson all the way across to Phoenix and play Grand Canyon before heading back home for a game the following Saturday. Well, I see some Lady Flames making their way out of the locker room. You see Bella Smuda, Dan Lumpkin, Amber Lee, but we don't see Kerry Green just yet, so hopefully he'll be out any time. Now it does give me a chance to kind of reiterate that Liberty football is locked in a tough game up at UMass. They got the ball back, trailing 20-14. Pretty good field position, too. They got it at their own 40-yard line with 1:14 to go in the third quarter. And trailing by 6. So a lot of football left to be played. And if you're waiting around to hear from head coach Kerry Green, as soon as we have our conversation, wouldn't be a bad time to flip it over and listen to Alan York on the call up in Massachusetts. You can do that on the Liberty Flames Sports Network Facebook page. Now, I'm kind of curious about this myself, because we're on the YouTube page. So I'm not sure logistically if Alan and company are on the YouTube page as well or not. If there's two streams going at once, or if that's doable. If not, then we're on it and they're not. But they're definitely on the Liberty Flames Sports Network Facebook page. You can also get a hold of them and listen on the Liberty Flames app, as well as on 88.3 The Journey in the Lynchburg area and across the entire network in Virginia and North Carolina on the radio. Now, Coach Green's coming out, so we'll get him set up for a quick chat, get his thoughts on the way this game finished up. Liberty falls to Tennessee by a final score of 109-93. Coach, if I would have told you coming in that you were going to score 93 points and shoot 50% from three and shoot above 50% from the field, I think we both would have said, oh, how much did we win by? Yeah, exactly. Didn't quite work out that way.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, I'm happy and sad in the same body, and really pleased in a lot of areas. I felt like I'd resigned from Liberty, and I'm coaching in the WNBA like somebody else we talked about. Yeah, a lot of points. Disappointed in our defensive effort, but wow, I mean, they hit a lot of threes. We knew they was going to shoot some threes or some things that we didn't get accomplished. And I'm a sore loser. I'll admit, on my tombstone, you're going to put, here lies a sore loser. So that's who I am. So I'll never be pleased. But I'm really happy for this group. And you go down the line, let's exclude the first quarter. And the second quarter, we lose by 2. Third quarter, we win by 3. Fourth quarter, we win by 2. All the damage was in the first quarter. I just wished so much damage that we couldn't dig herself out of that hole. As you start looking at it, points in the paint, Bella and Emily did a good job anchoring what we got and some drives inside. We got 42 points. They got 42 points. Second chance points, we actually won that 15-12. And fast break points, 29-29. That was us breaking their press. And when we could, break the press, get inside, score quick, or shoot a three. And our bench contributed, outscored their bench 40-39, 1 point there. But once again, Jamie, I'm not happy with the loss, but we won second, third, fourth quarter, but so much damage, you got to be ready to go, and too many turnovers. Our turnovers turned out to be 38 points there. So we know what we got to work on. We had what we call one defensive stop and 4 reds. 4 reds means we've got 2 back-to-back consecutive stops. We need 1 more to separate and make the difference of the game. It didn't happen.
Couple of bright spots as far as players are concerned. Something that struck me when I was looking at the stats coming into this game, Bella Smuda had only shot 2 free throws in the first 3 games of the year. She was much more aggressive in this game, got to the line, but more importantly, was able to get her career high. She played well down low, and then to kind of counter that as well, not counter it, but complement that, was Avery Mills, your freshman, with a career high as well. She picked up 17.
Yeah. 17, and I'm looking down through here. You're saying 17, unless my eyes are wrong. It says 19, so I don't know.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. She 17. Yeah, she had 17 and then scored that last basket.
Jamie, she's a player. She's just got to learn some things, and grow, and she's going to be a good ball player. And we gave her the minutes, and I think she was the first one I pulled off the bench. Maybe, can't remember, but
I think you're right.
She helped us out, and she's going to help us out all year, and going to have she has a bright future as a Liberty Lady Flame, and excited with that. And I mean, once again, our bench outscored their bench, and pleased just that, man, like you said, if you had asked me if you won if you had 93 points, are you going to be happy? I would have said yes, and I probably would have thought we would have won. Thought our defense would be better, but wow, they had some girls hit some shots, and obviously Cooper's pretty good, and she's typically not a good 3-point shooter, but she was 2 for 4, and we can build on this, and we will build on this, and I'm ready to move on.
Well, you've got a little time now. You don't play again until next Sunday, so I'm sure an opportunity for the girls to get back, get some class stuff done before the Thanksgiving break, and some practices, and maybe, not that you have any major injuries, but just kind of heal up some bumps and bruises.
Yeah, we're I'm proud of them. We'll drive by Krispy Kreme, but we're not stopping. We got to earn that trip. Okay. See ya.
All right,
Thank
Coach.
you. Go Flames.
Appreciate your time. That was head coach Kerry Green. Let's wrap things up as the Lady Flames fall here to Tennessee in Knoxville by a final score of 109-93. The record now evens at 2-2 on the year, and Tennessee goes to 4-0. The game I was referring to next Sunday at Towson on the road, and then the final game of the WAC Conference USA Challenge for Liberty. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, the Lady Flames will play at Grand Canyon. Your next chance to see the Lady Flames in person will be the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and that will be Christopher Newport at 4 p.m. So the opportunity to get back into Liberty Arena and watch your Lady Flames on the 30th of November. You can go to libertyflames.com to get your tickets and get set for that basketball game. Well, we'll take no, we're done. We're out of here. We're going to wrap things up. I'll thank Kyle Trey Lyle back at the studio, and thank you for listening to the broadcast today. Until we talk again a week from tomorrow in Towson. Again, the final score, Lady Flames fall to Tennessee 109-93. This is Jamie Hall saying so long and God bless.
You've been listening to the Coca-Cola Post-Game Locker Room Report and Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. This game has been brought to you in part by Joe Yock with Alcova Mortgage, showing you the way home. Aqua Pros, pools, hot tubs, and hearth. Carillion Clinic, inspiring better health. Carter Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling. Crossroads Family Dentistry. Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. 11 West, First Bank and Trust, the bank that puts you first. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Frank Good Builders. Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Gentry Lock Attorneys. The Good Feet Store. By Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg. Liberty Basketball has also been brought to you by Ironclad Coffee Roasters, the finest hand-picked specialty coffees from around the world, craft roasted in Richmond, Virginia. Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. Expect the best service, prices, and care. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. The Liberty Bookstore, the official online store of Liberty Athletics. Lynchburg Nissan, nobody beats our prices, nobody. Peary Family Dentistry. Century Exteriors, providing roofing, gutters, windows, and home remodeling. More information is available at centuryexteriors.com. Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. And by Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow. The general manager of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment is Justin Metzger. The Liberty Flames Sports Network director is Alan York. Coordinating producers Nick Pierce, Kyle Sykes, and Sarah Stinson. I'm staff announcer Jeff Lawrence with a special thanks to Liberty University Athletics Director Ian McCaw and Associate Director of Athletics Communications Paul Carmody. Liberty Flames basketball is an exclusive presentation from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.